Because best believe any man that
Previously
get with
on
me
Hints of
gonna
Hating.
grow. You better ask them. Y'all, I love this crimp iron. When I say the crimp iron is my favorite buy of 2025, I mean that. But your wife is just unprepared. Your wife is just unprepared. She wasn't coached well. She needs better comebacks. And I'm rooting for her when it comes to the reunion. So why am I going to wait until a special occasion? No, I'm going to put it on now and make myself feel good now. For one, the storm is definitely a scheme that Todd and them had set up. I can't stand nobody have a pet and keep it locked up in the cage or tied up or tied down somewhere for all of their life. What kind of quality of life is that? Why would you even get the animal? Is that how y'all pronounce his name? Asaki? I don't know how you pronounce this man's name, but I love him. I really love him.
Diamonds on my neck, got diamonds on my records. Since 16, I was coming down riding Lexus. How you gonna clean this? You was just a hot mess. You can call me all wrong, you ain't got some library. What about my body?
Good morning. Reporting to you live from my kitchen. The storm still has not arrived. I mean, yes, it's cold. It's 33 degrees. Weather app says that it feels like 17 degrees. But it's just a regular old cold day. Everybody did all of that panicking for nothing. Kanan has opted into using his grass this morning that's on the patio. We will not be walking down those stairs and standing around in 17-degree weather. I'm prone to get sick. I can't do it. Sorry. I did just make me some coffee. I did make me some breakfast. Today's breakfast is some hash browns with the 3 fried eggs on the top and then some New York cheddar cheese. And then I also added in some of this garlic chili crisp. I know y'all really can't see it because of the lighting. Let me see. Can y'all see it now? I haven't put the chili crisp on top because I'm having a hard time getting the damn jar open. And y'all know I'm strong. It's just not opening. And I opened it yesterday, but today it's just not letting me in. It's not me, it's the jar. So I saw on the news last night that ICE has shot and killed another person, and this person is also white. Of course, this is something that's very tragic. I don't think no one deserves to lose their life. But at the same time, the government has been shooting and killing us and our ancestors for years. The government has been shooting and killing our ancestors, us and our ancestors. Let me correct that, us and our ancestors for years. So maybe now that it's happening to them, they can get up and do something about it. Maybe it's going to put them in an uproar to actually take action on something. But that's all I got to say about that. I'm actually getting ready to find a good TV show. Like I said, I started watching Beauty yesterday and it was actually really good. I enjoyed all 3 episodes. They have not released all of the episodes. Like, I guess they're waiting to release the episodes weekly. I don't know. It kind of sucks, especially on a day when on a weekend when everybody is at home chilling and looking for stuff to do. Like, this would be the perfect time for you to release all of the episodes so that we can really get into it. That just makes the most sense. Please check out the vlog that I just released yesterday. But I actually also released a blog to give y'all something to do, give y'all something to watch as well. But yeah, now I'm gonna shift over to Amazon Prime and see if I can find any movies or shows to watch. And if not, of course, we can always get into some good old YouTube vlogs, interviews, and shows. So I'm getting ready to eat this breakfast, sip on this coffee, and enjoy this Sunday. I might be back, I might not. I just don't know. I'll let you know. And I'm sitting here on my couch and, I'm just thinking about the shooting. And I'm like, what if this is all part of the government's agenda? Because you know that Trump is trying to remove Black history. Maybe this is a part of the government's agenda to say, well, it didn't just happen to Black people. It also happened to white people as well. So let's kill a couple of white people and, we can erase the biased narrative that it's only happening to Black and brown people because it did happen to a couple of white people. I don't know. I don't trust nothing about the government. Y'all, it is 1:30 in the day, and I have made it back in my bed. I'm having so much joy in just relaxing and doing nothing. Like, honestly, I have been editing, been on the phone with Bay. Um, Update on the storm. It's pretty bright outside. It's still very cold, but cars are on the road. There's no snow. I don't see any storm in sight. It is just a regular cold winter day in Texas. We are just taking the day to relax, you know? I have done absolutely nothing. I was thinking about doing my nails, but then I got lazy and I got right back into bed. So I don't foresee the power going out. Yeah, this is just another update. We're relaxing in the bed. Good morning. It is Monday morning, and I am still in the same spot that I left you guys at. It's 20 degrees outside. So I did end up taking Kanan out last night. Well, not last night, around like 3 o'clock. I ended up taking Kanan outside. It wasn't too bad. It was still in like the 40s yesterday. So I was like, you know what? Let me just take him out. We was literally out there for maybe 3 minutes. He pissed, pooped, and we was back upstairs. Today, it says it's 20 degrees outside. So, yeah, I'm definitely not going to walk to the gym. I don't know if it's ice out there. I don't know if the stairs is slippery. I can't risk falling and busting my ass because my back and stuff is already sensitive. So, I just washed my face and brushed my teeth and laid back in the warmth of my bed and turned the heater on because I didn't have the heater on last night. Y'all, my apartment is very warm. I don't need to sleep with the heater on at night because I like to sleep with it cold anyway. When I got up just now, my thermometer said it was 57 degrees in here, but I sleep with a very, very, very thick blanket, and I actually have two thick blankets on my bed right now. So I was pretty warm last night. I actually slept amazing last night. But yeah, it's definitely cold, so I just turned the heater on. Not going to the gym. But it's about to be 6:15. I said at 6:15 I was gonna get up but do a workout in my living room and probably put like on a home workout on YouTube just to still remain active. We're still upping our sexy even though it's cold. I kind of hate that the power is not out because I really didn't want to clock in to work today. Today is one of them days where you call in and you sit in the snowy weather and you just chill. This is like today should have been an extension of the weekend of just chilling, relaxing, and doing nothing. But I'm gonna clock in. I gotta save my PTO days for stuff I'm doing later on this year. So just wanted to come back, y'all, and update y'all on how this storm stuff is going. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a storm. It's just cold. It's just cold outside. It's a winter day. But I haven't been outside to look. I haven't even looked out the window this morning. It's so cold. So I'll give y'all a view of what the outside is looking like in a few. All right, y'all, I'm back. I put a wig on just for the sake of wanting to just look a little bit different after wearing a bonnet all weekend, just to put myself together. We're getting ready to get the day started. I did not work out this morning. I don't know. It's just cold, and it's just, I don't know. The mindset shift this morning is crazy. But we're going to work out today. We're not skipping today. It's Monday, and we got to get back to regular scheduled programs. It just won't be this morning while it's cold. I will say, I don't know, your girl feeling small today. Feeling smaller. I'm feeling just a little bit smaller. What y'all think? Maybe this snow in did the body good.
Body weight hit workout. That's going to be a great workout to help you build your endurance and stamina and all.
We completed 15 minutes of this workout on our 15-minute break. No excuses, ladies. Hey y'all, so we are back in our bonnet and our robe. Like, this weather, it just screams get comfortable. I did end up doing my nails on my lunch break. Aren't they cute? Just a plain almond set. I've been really into like just the long, plain, clean nails. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm done with junk nails, because I do love junk nails, but like right now in this season, in this stage, I just want them to be long and clean. So I am just finished up an episode of I'm about to say Love is Blind. Not Love is Blind. What's the black love dating show with Nephew Tommy? No, it took you some time to get to the place. Ready for Love. Ready for Love. So I just finished up that season. I'm so ready for the reunion. I feel like the reunion is the best for those type of shows, because you really get to see who really stuck by each other and was took the process serious, and who was just like playing games the whole time. So ready for the reunion for that. I think the people that matched, I kind of already knew that they were going to match together. I think all the decisions that happened on the show, like nothing was a surprise. I am interested to see why Bello and the girl that was just so obsessed with Bello, I forgot her name, very pretty, was it Diamond D, something like that. I am curious as to why they didn't end up working out, because the way she was acting over this man, yeah, but it might have been, her energy might have been too much for him. Like, she seemed very possessive, and like he's mine. Like, she had a very strong energy. And for the show, he probably liked it, but like at home, he probably didn't like that. So, very curious as to why they didn't work out. I'm in the process of watching, I think it's episode 16 of Potomac. They're actually like lost in the mountain right now. And I don't know why Angel would have thought it would have been a good idea to plan all of this stuff to be going on. Meanwhile, the ladies have to make it to the airport at a certain time. Like, why would you want to plan something the same day that we have to get on the plane? And then it's like you're driving like 2-hour distances. And it's like, that would just give me anxiety, baby. I would be ready to go. I don't know. The whole last minute thing, it just was weird. This whole trip was weird. It did not run smoothly. I think she really had plans for those ladies to stay at her house, but her husband said, no, I don't want that energy and those ladies in my house based on how they've treated you, which I definitely understand. I feel like my man would have said the same thing. He would have said, no, don't bring these people into my house. One thing you have to know, in getting older and maturing, everybody can't come to where you lay. Everybody can't come to your house. Everybody can't stay. That's just what it is. Like, you can't bring everyone to your house. Everybody's energy is not pure, especially Giselle's energy, baby. She would have never made it into my home. But those of you who already watch these shows, I would love to know y'all's opinion about things. Getting ready to get in the shower, put on a movie, finish watching my TV shows. I may do some editing, I may not. We're just gonna see. And then we're gonna be going to bed. That's it. That's all. Good morning, hint lovers. It is Thursday of this week. I wouldn't say that it's warm, but it's warming up. So this morning it was in the 30s, and I actually feel like I could have went down and walked down and went to the gym, but I didn't. Y'all, excuse my dry lips. Oh my God, let me put some lip gloss on. Okay, so y'all know how I said that there's two different types of lip gloss. There's the lip gloss that's like when you can do it all day. This is it. It's the Absolute Moisture Lip Oil Care. I think any Absolute lip moisture, you can just rub on your lips and just have a good time with it, because I like to do that all day. All day long, I want to poke them out. So, yeah. I actually could have went to the gym this morning, but I didn't. But I have been sticking to my at-home workouts. My legs are super sore. If you guys want to know who I am watching, let me know, and we can start doing this thing together. But yeah, today's a basic work day. When I get off of work today, I do have to go to the doctor's office because I need to do some labs. I just want to check up and see where everything is, make sure that I don't have any high blood pressure. I've been feeling like a small heartbeat in my throat a little bit, and so during my research, I'm thinking that it may be a thyroid issue because I have been feeling like I have just been wanting to eat. Like, I have been wanting to just snack more than normal, and it's not like, oh, you get you a snack and you eat some out of the bag and then you put it back. No, I want to eat the whole bag, and so I'm full and I'm still wanting more to eat. So I think it's more than just a self-control issue. I think it's an overactive thyroid issue. Google also said that it may be like a heart issue or something of that sort, but yeah, I'm not going with that. Ain't nothing wrong with my heart, ain't nothing in there but love, baby. Ain't nothing in there but a little bit of love. So right now I am boiling me some hot water and apple cider vinegar with a little bit of honey drizzled in there. I just want something warm and something healthy that could maybe simmer that throat a little bit. I don't know. I'm just doing something. Like I said, today's a doctor's appointment, and of course I'm hoping for the best news possible, but I do want to start drinking more hot teas. And I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but I saw this video about teas. Like, all of these teas on the market, Bigelow, hell, I got a few of them. Excuse me. I have a few of those Bigelow and Lipton teas in my house, and they're basically saying that the tea is not really tea. It's full of pesticides, and the tea wrapper, the tea bag that we think is cloth, is actually full of plastic, and it's seeping down in our tea. So we're thinking that we're drinking teas, but the tea is not really tea. So yeah, it's gonna be like some hot water and lemon days, hot water, apple cider vinegar, and honey. I'm trying to make that switch over to leaf tea. Just boiling the leaf itself, ginger, just boiling the ginger itself instead of doing this whole tea bag thing, because it turns out nothing is healthy for us here. Not one damn thing. I just seen that bacon and those deli meats, ham, processed meats are linked to causing cancer. We've been eating bacon all of our lives. Y'all are just now finding out about this? Like, come on. So I'm really leaning more towards slowing down on my meat intake, like just slowing down on how much meat that I'm actually digesting. I've been really looking into chickpeas. They pack a lot of protein. It's a healthier option. And so I think that that's something that I'm going to lean more towards. I'm actually going to buy some groceries today, and we are going to make a chickpea salad. I don't know if y'all remember on TikTok when they had that Frito salad with the corn, cilantro, onions, bell peppers, the mayo, the sour cream, and all of that with the Fritos. I loved that salad when they made that. So I'm going to try to do that with the chickpeas. I'm going to put the chickpeas in the oven. I'm not going to explain it to y'all. Y'all are going to see it when I make it. But I've also seen like they have like this Marry Me chickpea recipe. They have, brown stew chickpeas, curry chickpeas. I've also seen that people are using mushrooms in place of meat and all these things. But I kind of want to slowly but surely start cutting that stuff out of my diet, because ain't no telling how many parasites we got in our body. Like I said, we've been eating this cancer-causing stuff for years, and cancer ain't nothing but a ball of parasites in your body. So I'm just checking in with y'all. I'm on my lunch break. I'm actually time for me to get on, and not my lunch break. I'm actually on my 15-minute break, and it's time for me to get back to it. So I will talk to you guys in just a few when it's about to be time for me to head to my doctor's appointment. So okay, hey y'all, so I just came back from my doctor's appointment, and a little bit pissed because the whole purpose of me going to my doctor's appointment today was so that I can do labs. I want to check on my hemoglobin levels. I want to check on my iron because she said that my iron was low. She said that I was vitamin D deficient. So with all the supplements that I've been taking, I wanted to go and for her to tell me, are we making progress or are we not making progress? I get there at 4:30. It's 4:40, it's 4:50, it's 5 o'clock. I'm waiting, no one's entering the room. And so she basically comes in and tells me, well, you're not going to be able to do your labs today because the lab people, they shut down at 5 o'clock, and I didn't make it to you until after 5. So I was kind of irritated by that because we literally just sat there and talked. I mean, the talking was just, banter, you know, us getting into each other's business, you know, what's been going on lately type of thing. But the whole purpose of me sitting there all that time, me driving up there, was for the labs. That was the whole purpose of the appointment. So not being able to actually do the labs in the appointment kind of pissed me off. Neither here nor there. We did stop at Aldi's on the way home because, of course, I'm doing labs. I was fasting. I have not eaten. So I went to Aldi's and I picked up this. Bought some nuts and stuff, but I had just walked around and I had picked up this pizza, y'all. Let me turn the camera around. Pit smoked beef brisket pizza with rich cheddar cheese sauce. It is rich cheddar cheese sauce, pit smoked beef brisket, mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, caramelized onions, red bell peppers on a thin crust. Cook this for 15 to 18 minutes at 425 degrees. And yeah, this is what we're going to be eating tonight. So that's what's going to be on tonight's menu tonight. I'm going to walk this dog. I'm going to come back in, take me a nice hot shower, let this pizza cook and cool off and do whatever it's going to do. And then that's going to be the end of the night for me. I did go ahead and book me a lash appointment for not this weekend, but the next weekend. Yeah, I went ahead and booked with the girl who I think can really, really do my lashes. So that's going to be the real test to see, like, is it me or is it the lash tech? So more to come on that. I will talk to you guys later. Let me get relaxed. It's after 6:30, almost 7 o'clock. I'm just still thinking about how I've wasted my whole evening and didn't even get done what I wanted to get done. I still got to go tomorrow or one day real soon and go to a lab corp and do the labs. Because I have completely forgot about the pizza, so I think I left it in there just a tad bit longer than what it's supposed to be in there. But, you know, I think this is good. It's a flatbread pizza, and I like my stuff well done, extra crispy anyway. So I'm fixing to dig in. I'll let y'all know how it tastes. So nobody was going to tell me about that brisket pizza, flatbread pizza from Aldi's. I'm offended. I'm appalled. Kanan. I am offended and appalled that I am just now learning about that pizza. That pizza was so damn. Kanan. What did I just say? What? Come here. Come here. Because you ain't listening. That pizza was so damn good. That was probably the best pizza that I've had in a long time. And it does not have tomato sauce on it. Y'all, the people is here delivering my groceries, and obviously he ain't gonna give me no quiet time to talk to y'all. So let me get my groceries from the door, and then I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. But y'all disrespectful for not telling me about that Aldi's pizza. Real disrespectful. Hey y'all. So it is Friday. I'm feeling good today. I just got done crimping my hair. It's something about them crimps. It's something about it. It just does way more than the curls. And it's doing more than the flat iron look too. But yeah, we're back on the crimps. How has y'all's week been going? I don't know if this is a new vlog, if this is the continuation of the old vlog. I don't know. But can we give it a round of applause for these nails? I just feel like they're so clean. They're so natural and nude. And yeah, like these just... they just scream like, I don't know. They just like, can we give a round of applause to them? Like, I did that. Anyways, it's supposed to be really, really cold this weekend. I think the high is going to be like in the 30s or 40s. The low is going to be like in the 20s. So this is going to be another in the house weekend. Yes, it is. But I'm going to be a little bit more productive than last weekend. I also am trying to book a trip and I cannot find my passport. So this weekend we're definitely going to be deep cleaning the house so that I can find my passport. We're going to do a little bit of self-care. You know, just things like that. That's just the way the weekend is going to go. I really don't have anything else planned. Like I said, we're in the house for real. So I just got off the phone with Bae not too long ago too, and I also had to, like, you know, just hold him down a little bit just because y'all don't understand. Well, people that are not from different countries don't understand the weight and the pressure that is on them when they come here from different countries and your family is still in the other country and they're wanting things from you. They're asking for things from you. And he's just like, damn, this is like the 10th person that I've known in the past weeks or whatever who was asking me for money. And he was like, he feels bad. Like, he genuinely feels bad because he's like, if I just keep giving away all my money, I'm not going to have none. And he was like, people are asking for things that I don't even have myself. There's this misconception to the people that are back home that when you come to America, you've made it and you have money, but life in America is not easy. You still have to get up and go to work and provide. We still have bills that are due every month. Unlike back at home, you don't have that much pressures on yourself. So you have the pressures of learning the American culture, learning how to do things the American way, and then on top of that, you don't get a break. We have to go to work every day here. We don't get to just say, hey, today I don't feel like working, or today I'm just going to chill out today. That's not the, real life over here. Plus the pressures of other people asking and wanting things from you, like, it's weighing down on him. And so I'm trying to motivate him to just stay positive in this light and, just start telling people you just don't have it, because you really don't. You really don't have it. Like he said, if he continues to give everything that he has away, he just won't have anything. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to motivate him to stay positive, and he can't feel bad when it comes to his boundaries, because I think what is so important is for you to learn how to have that boundary with people. Like, hey, I'm just not going to have it this month. I've helped you before. It's not like I don't want to help you. It's just that if I help you, I'm going without, or I'm taking food off of my table, sending you stuff, so we'll get into more conversations with that. I just want to come on here and say hi because I haven't really been talking to you guys this week. But let me get back to work. I'll be back. Okay, so y'all remember how I said I wanted to try like these chickpea recipes. So I went to the store. Y'all know I ain't go to no store. I actually had my groceries delivered, and I ordered some of these chickpeas in a can, and I got like 6 cans of them because I know that I want to experiment with them, right? So chickpeas can get very, very crunchy if you put them in the air fryer or the oven. So what I did is I have drained my chickpeas, and I have put them on parchment paper. I did pat them dry. I think that they're still a little bit moist or whatever. I have pat them dry. I'm going to go ahead and season them with this chili garlic taco seasoning. I did taste one, without anything on them, just plain and dry, and it does kind of give like this protein taste. Okay, so I'm gonna save the rest of this. I think that should be enough. So I'm now gonna add some of this extra virgin olive oil. So it did kind of give me like a protein taste, so I can definitely understand why people would think to like use this as a meat substitute. And so y'all, I'm just gonna use my hands and just massage. I mean, I could use a spoon, but my hand does the job. And like, I'm right here, I'm on my 15-minute break, and we just don't have all that time, and then to wash the dishes. I mean, yeah, I can give y'all 1,000,001 excuses as to why I'm not using a spoon to mix this, but these are for me. So okay, so this is the chili crisp. I'm just trying to like spread it out just because I don't really want it like super, super spicy. Let me see. Oh, that's spicy. And I'm just gonna put this right on in the oven and let it do what it do. The spicy chili crisp is good. It's not like super, super spicy, but it does have a kick to it. I think this is so much better than this. Like this is in no comparison to that. Speaking of this, y'all, I still cannot get this open. This is so crazy, and I've opened it before, but it's like it's glued shut. Okay, so the recipe does say to toss them around just a little bit halfway through. So I've just tossed them around, and this is what it is looking like. So far. So I guess I'll be back in about 20 to 30 minutes to see how crispy they actually are. Y'all, I have burnt the damn chickpeas, but they are pretty crunchy and they actually don't taste that bad. They actually don't taste burnt. I don't think that they're really just burnt. I think it's more so the chili oil peppers and stuff that was on there. Cause like, if you look at it, this is the part that's burnt. It's the chili oil that's burnt. I want them to be crispy like chips. I just think that maybe I should have added the chili oil to them when they were done. I think that was my mistake. So yeah, definitely left them in a little bit too long. Way longer than what it should have been left in. But I got carried away at work, so we got to work what we got. And they have a good flavor to them. It doesn't have like a burn taste to it, so I think it's still edible. So we're still gonna use these to make our Frito dip recipe. I'm gonna let these cool and I'm gonna be back. I mean, who am I fucking kidding? These things are fucking burnt. And so I think I'm just gonna try again tomorrow because we do have more cans. And see, that's why I bought 6 cans. Yeah. As they're cooling, they're getting even more crunchier. I'm not trying to break my teeth. So we're gonna just try again tomorrow, or we're gonna try again later on, 1 to 2. But we're just gonna throw these away and start over from scratch. Good morning, lovers. It is Sunday morning, and I'm getting ready to make a little bit of breakfast. I'm not gonna do the chickpea recipe today. You know, we're not gonna give up on the chickpeas. We're just not gonna do it today. Okay. So I did see another recipe that I did want to try. We're just trying things, y'all. We're figuring out what's going to work best for us and our diet, along with our working out, that's going to yield us the best results. I have just chopped 4 sweet potatoes in half and put them in the oven on 365 degrees, and they've been in there for maybe an hour and 15 minutes now. So I'm going to take them out before we have a repeat of Friday. Okay, so when I originally put them in there, I had them sitting face up, and I think I was supposed to have them facing downward, but I didn't. So I'm actually not sure if I did this part right or not, but because this is my first time putting sweet potatoes in the oven like this. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So it's soft, and I guess the goal is to get it soft. I didn't tell y'all what I was making. So I seen this video on TikTok where they literally take the sweet potato and they mash it with cheese inside of a waffle maker. I did purchase a waffle maker. I actually have a waffle maker. Let me show y'all. I have this mini waffle maker, but you can only make one at a time. And, you know, I'm all about doing stuff the easy way versus the hard way. And not to say that it's harder to sit and make 2, but I just think it'll be so much easier if I can just make 2 of them and be done, you know? I did buy a new waffle maker off of Amazon, and it makes 2 of them at a time, and this one is actually square. I just want a new waffle maker. I got this off Amazon for, I believe, $21. Y'all know my lighting is weird in my kitchen. I actually think that I am going to try to adjust these lights up here just to see, like, you know, what would give me the best lighting, but we're not going to do that today. Oh, I never told y'all what I was going to make. So I'm going to make sweet potato waffles to make breakfast sandwiches. The meat that I'm using, I'm going to use some shaved beef steak. So, you know, I would usually use like a bacon or a sausage, but I'm trying to do away with processed meats. And so I'm trying to do meats that are just 100% themselves. So So the only ingredient in here is beef. Okay, so before I clean my meat, I want to make sure that I don't have any dishes in my sink. Okay, so where are my subscribers that watch Ready to Love? Baby, part one of the reunion. See, the reunion show, I like watching Ready to Love just so that I can see, you know, who's acting on the show. Who's acting throughout the show, because I want to see who is going to be who they say they are at the end of the show. The reunion is by far the best episodes of Ready to Love. Okay? I love the reunion because it's literally an update to say like, oh, you were a bullshitter, you were a bullshitter, you weren't who you said you were. Oh, you were just fronting for the cameras. Oh, you was just trying to get some screen time so you can get some hoes. Like, yeah, that's what I take the reunion as. So the part one was just released a couple of days ago, and I was just so shocked with Vince. Because to me, Vince came off as this kind of like weird, giddy type of guy, almost like comedian vibes. And I gave you that the comedians be hoes because they will laugh you right out your drawers. But I just got, you know, more of a different vibe from him, I guess, from the show. He did have that slip up where he did call one of the girls a bitch. But it was like a moment where he was just talking with his friends. And he was like, yeah, I ain't fucking with that bitch. Just like, you know how us girls, when we be talking, we be like, yeah, I ain't fucking with that nigga. That, hell nah, it's a pass for me. And somebody took it and ran with it and went back. And so, essentially, they pretty much forgave him for that comment. And I didn't really judge him for that comment as a viewer, just because I know how I talk with my girls. Me and my friends will give you a nickname in a minute. You'll be Big Jeans, Bottle Head. You know, we just come up with nicknames. So I never saw that as just like a big deal. I just feel like whoever came back and put that on camera that he said that is like definitely messy. Oh, and yes, I do not, I'm doing young hoe activities, baby. We are washing the dishes without creating sink water. This is the way I do my dishes. I hand wash them one by one. No, I do not do a soak, because I don't leave my dishes in the sink for long anyway. I wash them within a 48-hour time frame for the most part. So, young hoe activities, baby. Back to the show. Like, he just completely played the fuck out of Donna. He like made it seem like he chose her and he wanted her and was still going after girls that had been eliminated a long time ago. He even went on the reunion and was telling her, like, you know, I might still want to work this out with you, you know, but 2 days ago, just a couple of days ago, he was in the bed of another woman. It just was so crazy. I was like, ugh. And he was still, like, even in her face, lying to her, making it seem like he wanted to be with her, or like, you know, they could potentially work something out, you know, but he just was sorry that there was this misunderstanding. No, nigga, there was never a misunderstanding. You completely did not want to be with Donna. You used this camera time to get more bitches and hoes. Yeah, you used this camera time to come off as this guy and meet women. And you wanted all of the women, because you were still talking to Donna. You were still talking to, I forget her name, but that he was still fucking. And then the light-skinned girl, you were still after her too. And Donna read the light-skinned girl for filth. Like, he specifically said that he chose me. You knew that. And then you still backdoored and went after him. So you know that you're coming in second. And you still wanted it. Still wanted him. And she was like, it just speaks on your self-esteem and your insecurities. And I was like, ooh, come on, Donna, for a good read. But I think more so, Donna's feelings was hurt. And I completely understand why Vince literally just out here slanging it to all of the girls, any girl that could have gave him attention. And unfortunately, that's how most men are. I won't say most men, but we're going to say unfortunately, that's how some men are. Especially the ones that are like single and they're like just came out of a marriage or a long-term relationship, they're really not looking for love, baby. They're trying to have a good time. They're trying to live out all of those years that they was held captive. So, oh, and then what was the other girl? The girl, I forget what her name was, but she was a baddie from day one. And she had chose the Muslim guy. I'm horrible at remembering people's names. I forget her name, but she kind of had like a nasty attitude towards the other woman when it came to this guy. Just for in the end, he fucked her, met her family, met her kids, led her on for like 3 to 4 weeks after the show, and then told her, I don't want to be with you. And the reason that I don't want to be with you anymore is because when I was with my ex-wife, she told me that I should have let her go if I didn't see her as marriage material. So I'm letting you go because I don't see you as marriage material. That was so fucked up. I was like, oh my God. And she seemed like she was hurt too. Dominique. Her name was Dominique. I forget his name though. I just know he was the Muslim guy. The bald head Muslim guy. She was hurt. She was hurt. And I was like, dang, she really did all that on the show, claiming this man Saint Bello. It all comes back to me. Bello. She was saying she wanted this man. This is her man. She's claiming him outright. Just for, in the end, he really don't want you. And then he said, when I'm around you, I feel like my attention was vacuum sealed to you. So he's basically telling her, you caught my attention at every moment, but you just still weren't good enough for me to feel like I want to marry you. Some bullshit. Some bullshit. I'm starting to think these guys get on these dating shows for attention and hoes. You know? She even mentioned that he had already had a girlfriend on the outside. And it's not that I'm starting to think that. It's just that, you know, I love watching the show and they come off so authentic and so real on the show. Just for them to be the biggest hoes. That was part one. And part one was damn good. So I can't wait for part two. This Friday. And then the girl that Vincent said that he had sex with, well, the girl who came out and said that she had been having sex with Vince and had no clue about Donna, you just know her self-esteem was still low because she still came on the show talking about she was still trying to give the dude that she had a crush on for 15 years a chance. And it's like, girl, during that whole process, he never gave you no love. He never showed you no attention. You were still unsure, which is why you went out and told him that he wasn't ready for love. And you still went in his DM after the fact. You still went in his DM after the fact. You still reached out to him. You still gave him a chance. And you were still looking to be with him. That spoke volumes to me. That spoke volumes on her self-esteem right there, boo. The guy didn't want you 15 years ago when you had a crush on him. You known him for 15 years and he never gave you any play. He never asked you on a date. He never asked you to even be friends with him like that. Y'all were more like acquaintances. Y'all get on this dating show where y'all have the chance to date and you're still not really dating him like that. He's still not giving you no play. Y'all still not really making any real connections. You send him home and then after the fact, you still reach out to him to try to see if you can make any more connections. Like, yes, she was given definitely desperate. And it's so crazy because she's actually a very smart girl with a very, very smart career. But I'm realizing these people with degrees be hoes. Like, we be thinking because people got degrees that they got a lot of common sense, you know, that you have a lot of oomph to you. I don't even know the right words to even say in this moment. You could be book smart, but not have a lot of sense in other places. You know, you spent a lot of time reading and learning on this subject matter that you've graduated in, but outside of that, you didn't really learn other things that you needed to go along in life. Or not necessarily go on in life, but you didn't learn the things that you needed to make the best decisions in life. And I think that that's a misconception out there, especially for me personally and some of the people that I talk to. I be thinking like college educated, like mentally you are there. No, people that be college educated with degrees still be fucked up in the ends, fucked up in the head, still make horrible decisions, still are crazy, the biggest whores. And not talking down, you know, still go out there and get your education. I think that education is important. Even though that mine stopped at a little bit, a few years of college, I still think that going out there and getting your education is important. But spend your time doing other things that you can learn from. Spend your time learning common sense, spending your time learning people skills, spending your time learning money management, you know, spending your time learning decision making skills, you know, things that you're going to need in life outside of whatever career field that you're going in, because people are just out here winging it and looking crazy on national television. Okay, so the dishes is washed, countertops is wiped down over here on this side. So now let's get over and get our meat so that we can clean it, wash it out, and do what we need to do. I've actually never made a shaved beef steak before. Put y'all up just a little bit because nipples is out. I've actually never made a shaved beef steak before, so this actually be the first time. I'm not gonna look up a TikTok video just because I feel like this shouldn't be hard. What y'all use to clean y'all meat? The meat is bunched up like a damn rag. Like the meat is bunched up like a rag. Is that how shaved beef is supposed to be? This is my first time buying it now. Okay, so I am going to use my Tony Chachere's no salt seasoning. I'm gonna go in with some onion powder, even though I have onions in there. You can't never have too much onion powder. We love us some red pepper. Well, I love me some red pepper. When I say we, I'm either talking about my man or I'm talking about me and y'all, the Hint Lover crew. So, a little black pepper. Okay, we need to turn the heat up. It's like the heat got lower. Alright, so while that's cooking, I am going to go ahead and start with the sweet potatoes. So, in the video that I seen that they just put cheese down in here. And then they just take the sweet potato. I've seen them do it with the skin. I'm probably going to peel this skin off of here, just because I don't see the purpose of it. Make this a perfect angle. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me stir this meat up. Put that down first. It's hot and lower fast. So. And then you take your sweet potato. I'm assuming like that. Or should I break it up? I'm just gonna, they don't say break it up, but I'm just gonna break it up. It's just gonna be better for me. Now let me peel another one. We're gonna do another small one. So I'm also gonna just like smush this a little bit, break it up a little bit. This one is much smaller, so I'm gonna steal some from this one, okay? Put more cheese on top to create a layer of crust on the top. And they said that this is actually good for people that are on a keto diet too. I'm not on a keto diet. And I think sweet potato is a carb too, but it's a healthy carb. So, We're just gonna do that like that, and we're just gonna mash it down. I'm putting it down. Oh, this thing actually has a lock on it. Hold on. Let me. Mash it down and lock it. Hey, it's done. It's complete. It's out of my hands. Okay, so this is what the meat is looking like. It's starting to brown, which is what I really want to see, because I don't like no light skinned meat. I don't care what kind of meat it is. I don't want to see light meat. I need to see burnt edges all the way through. So I'm just gonna let this cook just a little bit more. Okay, so this thing is really, carrying on. I just want to take a peek at it and see what's really going on with it. Oh, it's doing its thing. Let me leave it alone. It was sticking to the top, so I'm going to give it just a little bit more time. I'm going to let it do its thing. Okay, so, this is what it's looking like. I wonder if it's done. Oh. Looks done to me, guys. Okay, so I put the other one back in there just because it's soft. But look how it looks, y'all. It's crispy. I'm gonna let it cool. I feel like as it cool, it'll get crispier. Look what the meat looking like. So let me just taste a piece. Here go a piece with the onion. Oh, can y'all see? That beef needs some flavor. We're gonna go in with some more seasoning. We're gonna go in with some more of our no salt seasoning. And I will say the texture on it is actually not bad for the way that I've cooked it. This is supposed to be like a replacement for like my bacon and my sausages, which are classified as, I think it's class 1 carcinogens. Basically, they cause cancer. So I'm trying to emulate the beef into something like that. Like, yeah, that looks like ground sausage to me. This is exactly how I wanted it to look. So, this is what the waffle things taste like. It definitely has a crisp to it. It's definitely hard. I get, phone calls from homies about hood shit. I get phone calls about my about, for my kids. Like, I like that. I don't know. That's good. Like, my life is in full motion. I've seen people use these for like burgers, put lettuce, tomatoes, onions, avocados, bacon, and make burgers with this. I've seen people use this and flatten them out, fry them up, and make tortillas. Like, yes. So we're gonna make an egg. We're gonna put some of this meat on top with the onions in there, and we're gonna put a cheese on top. This is gonna be our breakfast sandwich, guys. Okay, y'all, so this is what it looks like. I fried me an egg, so you see the egg under there. I have the shredded beef on top, and then I have some New York white cheddar cheese, and then I just have this on top. I'm actually going to cut up an avocado here. I'm actually going to cut up an avocado and put on there as well because I just want to do the most. And also, I bought some hot honey sauce from Aldi. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Let me chop up my avocado. Obviously, I'm watching the game, Evelyn Lozada and her daughter Shanice's interview. I've heard so much about it, and so I was like, you know what? Let me watch and form my own opinion on it before I just sit and judge off of what everybody else is saying. So, I'll be back. I'm about to finish the interview when I get back. It's just part one. We gotta listen to it now. I'm going to listen to part two to really get the full scoop on the interview when I get back. I'm tired of sitting there watching it. But y'all already know what the deal is when I put this wig on. When y'all see this wig come on, y'all already know. So, yeah, it's February 1st. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I'm getting ready to work out. I'm going to take y'all's nephew outside to use the bathroom. Get a little sweat in. The cold kind of held us back a little bit because of this Arctic freeze, and it was cold, but you know, we're gonna have to stop that. We're gonna have to stop blaming it on the cold. We have to get our ass up and get back into motion, get back in the groove of things, because we're not letting up till summertime hit. And even when the summertime hit, we're still not letting up. So get ready to go to the gym, and I will call y'all back. I am back from the gym. Feels so good. It feels so good to be in the gym. So, I did an hour today. Of course, I did my treadmill. I did legs. I did some strength training on my knee because my right knee, it just seems like it's just so weak sometimes. And like, sometimes it's very painful to do a squat. So I did some strength training with my knee. And then, of course, I did some arm and back workouts because, yeah, we need to get that together. So I am going to get back into this interview in a little bit, but I'm going to shower first. I'm going to do my meal prep for the week. I'm going to do shrimp and rice. I don't know.